these bitch-ass motherfuckers get the fuck out my face. I'm about to give them a taste. Torpedoes set to explode, and these fools ain't fucking man. That's why they call them cowboys. And what's this bucket in the stands? Donkeys making crowd noise. They could eat on this when they think that they are poison. I'ma call it like I see it. Watch me do as I please. Raider Nation, California, like the smoke in them trees. And I'ma toast to my G's while I'm slapping these fleas. I don't fuck with cheese and charges while I'm crossing out seas. Raider Nation over everything, I make them believe. Before the game even starts, I'm already making them leave. From the culture to the colors, homies, this is my life. I let the whole world know this Raider Nation for life. That's W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. 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 On Vegas Boulevard, we patrolling again. We got that dub last week, about to do it again. We in that city of sin, devil is looking to grin. You know that old saying, we just win, baby, win. Let out a win, there's a Raider. Ain't got time for all these haters. I do this for Illumina and all the.
And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. And today, guys, we are talking about that blowout win we had this last Thursday against the Chargers in Allegiant Stadium, baby. Talk about an offensive explosion. We go from 0 to 60 in a minute. You know, hey, we know we had Gunny Raider out there. He was actually live at the game. And guys, I got my whole Silver and Black family here. Yo, I got my boy Gunny Raider.
What up?
I got my boy Tony B from Spokane.
What's happening? Let's go.
I got my girl Val from TBH Dallas. I got my boy All In from TBH Dallas.
What's up? What's up?
And the co-captain of this ship and the VP of TBH Western Colorado, my boy Matty B.
What's up, everybody?
All right, guys. Hey, let's get into it. Hey, like I said, what an offensive explosion this last game we had against the Chargers, guys. I mean, 63 points. We have 49 at half. I think I fell out of my chair about 2 or 3 times by the end of the first quarter. Total difference against the Vikings. We've made adjustments. We see growth. We see development. We see a lot of good things happening. Guys, fill me in. Give me your thoughts. Let me know how you felt about the game. Let's start with Tony B.
Man, I'll tell you what. That is exactly what Raider Nation needed. Like, we needed that injection of energy. I've been, like, the lack of intensity was crazy. And on Thursday, I lost my damn mind. I just felt hype. I felt that's what we needed to juice us for this end run. I mean, offensive, defensive, special teams, total game plan was on point. Everything just turned out perfect. I loved it.
Yes, sir. I bet I couldn't agree with you more. Val, what were your thoughts? I know that you were a little bit sickened by last week's performance. What did you think about this week?
I was in shock. Like, I was just... Joe did all the yelling for me, pretty much. Shout out to Shit Joe. He was pretty much hyped, but, I mean... but, I mean, Alan knows, I was just kind of like, where was, like, all of this, like, all year? You know what I mean? Like, that energy. You could feel it was a different energy in the game. And people are like, oh, well, their defense sucks. And I'm like, they have the same record. I mean, are they really any much worse or better than us? I don't know.
I got you, girl. I mean, like, a lot of haters out there, that's for sure.
I was definitely happy. It was just one of those feel good, needed it, especially with all the points we scored. It was great. I went to bed peacefully.
Right.
Now, sleeping like a baby. I got you all in. What were your thoughts, baby?
Man, same like Tony and Val both said, just excitement. The nation needed it. We definitely needed it. Especially heading into KC. Big week this week. Rivalry week. I don't give a damn. 63 points against whatever team. I mean, you're in the NFL. it's impressive. It's only been done twice since what, 57? They said, and it's been
40.
us and the Patriot or the Dolphins a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah.
it's impressive to put up points like that. Definitely,
No,
we needed it.
no,
Coming
absolutely,
from the
man.
Raiders of all teams.
Right.
Oh man, it's going from zero. But Matty B, your thoughts, my brother.
Oh man, I went into this game nervous, man. I was like, oh, we gotta win this game, you know. And then this game brought me back to when we beat Denver, you know, and we came out and we mauled them, man. And that's the feeling I had when we came out and we started doing what we were doing. And then, man, seeing 63 at the end of the day. See, I even wore my 63 jersey today just for that, you know.
There we go.
Upshot,
And let
baby.
them know. Let them know.
But yeah, no, man, that was impressive, man. And what did we say all year? If all three phases can get out, bam, look what we can do. And we did it, you know. It's awesome. Let's keep going. We got Kansas City next.
Yes, sir. All right. And last but not least, the man that brought the magic to the stadium, that was in the stadium, running late like always, but felt the electricity firsthand, my boy, Gunny Raider.
Yeah, man, it was running late is an understatement. You know what I mean? I had some things going on early in the day, some big events that I had to take care of, but I had the tickets, so I wasn't going to miss it. We were on the phone. We're like first quarter's about to start, and I'm like 20 minutes away still. So I drive in there. Once I found parking and everything, I walk in the stadium. Didn't look at anything at all. I wasn't even looking at the screen. Nothing. Just walked in, going to get myself a drink real quick, and then I go upstairs by the torch. And I look up and I see 28-0. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, is that fucking right? I'm like looking at other scoreboards and shit like that. I was like, there ain't no way. 28-0. I was shocked, dude. I was shocked. Like completely, totally shocked. But right after that, I was like, well shit. If it's 28-0, I might have myself a nice night tonight. We're gonna be chilling, right?
Hey,
And
no,
that's what happened. I
absolutely.
didn't miss anything. I thought I
You,
missed something. I didn't miss nothing.
you
So I
missed
got a
half the points.
question.
Go ahead, girl.
But
Go ahead.
Okay, this is for everybody, I guess. But what do you think changed within the locker room and the coaches for this game, for that game to be so successful? Like what do you think changed?
Oh,
What do you think
man.
happened?
I
So, you know what? Hey, I'll start with this one, fellas. I'm going to start with this one. So, check this out.
hit it.
Get it?
Yo, here's my opinion on this one, all right? This team loves AP. Bro, if we're going to grade AP, and this is where I think we have to look at wins and losses and the way that your team reacts to you when you're a coach. AP is a dog, bro, and he leads dogs, okay? If you look at it, guys, this team wants to fight for AP. They want him to remain the coach and they want him to be the guy, okay? So what I think happened was they saw, hey, you know what? Minnesota was a total turd nugget, man. I mean, like, we shit the bed. So they said, hey, we ain't got nothing to lose. And when you ain't got nothing to lose, you know, you get pinned up against that wall, you're going to fight or you're going to run, you know, fight or flight kind of syndrome. And what we did is we made a stand. And we said, you know what? We want AP to be our guy. We saw Bo Hardinger, man, say, you know what? I ain't got nothing to lose. We going to attack. And AOC finally came into that phase, in my opinion, where we talked about it last week. He was scared to make a mistake, guys. He was scared to see something and be like, oh no, I'm going to make a mistake. In this game, this dude was prepared, homie. I don't care what you say. If you look at that pocket, besides the O-line playing out of their mind and it being clean, or Munford, I love you, bro. You don't allow a freaking sack playing left tackle for the first time in your life. Going from right to left ain't no joke. First of all, offensive line played clean. AOC's out there throwing strikes. So you can tell that from the top down, okay, something happened where they said, we ain't got nothing to lose. So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna fight. And the attitude changed. And I mean, like, just look at the Chargers, bro. They're in the same situation. The record's kind of the same, but they just went out there and they laid over. I mean, bro, like I said, after the first quarter, when I saw 21 points, I said, "Ooh!" My wife will tell you, she heard me screaming straight up across town. I mean, I had to run outside the building. I was yelling so much at the bar. Bro, they were like, it was just that type of energy. So that's what I feel like. So, hey, shoot, that's my thoughts. Hey, yo, All In, what you got?
Man, I think a lot of what you said, they definitely want AP to stick around, and they gonna fight for him. I think the short week helped. You know, they didn't have time to dwell on that Minnesota game. They could get after it. Bo being in the box versus on the field, I think is a big deal. Play callers could see the whole field from the top.
Yep.
Man, and they did what they did. You know, a little bit of what I talked about. Get AOC in a rhythm early, man. Build that dude's confidence. Get him some short passes. Get him going. And they did that, and it had led to success.
No, you ain't lying. Shoot. Hey, let's go. Hey, Gunny, you guys pass it around, man. Pass it around. Pass it around.
Well, I can't. Who knows what really happened behind there, right? I could only think about what would happen if I was if you're in charge of any kind of if you're in any kind of leadership position out there, right? If your people, your guys, your gals, anybody, if they actually respect you, and you walk in after they've had a shitty performance, because let's be honest, I mean, 0 points, you got to come. Anybody can come up with fucking points, even in the worst offense and the worst play calling. Even in the Josh McDaniels era, we still came up with some points. You know what I'm saying? So he had to have walked into that locker room and expressed his disappointment to that team. And it's kind of like the old saying, you don't get pissed, but when your parents are disappointed, that's when you know you really fucked up, right? So I feel like that's probably what happened. He walked in there and just let them know, like, hey, that was fucking terrible. Like, what are we doing? You guys want to be pros, or should we go find some more people, some different type of people? Like, what are we doing? So, anytime, I'm sure we've all been in those positions before where we've had to kind of break the news, like, hey, you guys suck today. But he's just doing it on a different level, and in a game, really. So I think that's my guess of what happened. Something along the same lines as what Will was talking about.
Yep.
For me personally, I think the aggression and the play calling out the gate, just smacking them early and getting in their face, it broke them like quick. And I don't think there was no coming back. Like they didn't. The Chargers just didn't have, like, not only did we have all facets of the game covered, they had absolutely no answer for nothing. In any of the facets of the game. So, like, by jumping early, I think it stunned them so much that they were always behind the 8 ball, and we were just knocking them in corner pocket. So, I mean, I like the aggression out the gate and just being able to sustain that throughout and not just like come crashing down. Because I mean, we're up 7-0. I'm waiting. We're up 14-0. I'm just waiting. I'm like, and then I'm like 20. Oh, hold on a second. I could start relaxing a little bit. Even if they score one, we're still up 3. Like, but now we're up 4 score. I'm just going, and I just started having fun watching, and they were having fun playing, and that's 100% where it was. They were just having a great time out there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we all came out like expecting it to be a really close game, and I think the Chargers, I think they were in it, but I also think that I think Staley lost that locker room before he went in that game. And I think when we came out and they seen us come out and we played as hard as we did and we punched them in the mouth, the first quarter was 21-0. They were like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, and Staley had no answer, dude. Everybody quit playing for him after that, like they were done.
Big time. Big time.
Man, it's awesome. Like, it's great feeling, now people are going to say it's the Chargers, it's the Chargers, but they got a good defense, man. You know, like it's like I said, every team we play, they're NFL teams. Every team's NFL team. But you know, even being a division, it's awesome. You know,
I
so
hate hearing that now about the Chargers. When the preseason always starts, they're supposed to win the Super Bowl every fucking year, right?
every year they're the
Every year,
Cowboys. They're the Cowboys of the
but since
AFC.
since they're 5 or 6 and 8 or whatever, 6 and 7, now they suck. They suck, right? But every year they suck. They just get a good shot right up front, right? Everybody gives them a chance. It's terrible.
Yep.
Can't
Yep.
stand these motherfuckers.
No,
I
no.
can't
So
either, man. And
Well,
it's awesome. It
on
feels
paper,
good, you know.
they
And
should.
what the best feeling about the whole thing, in my opinion, was, you know, like I witnessed the Denver game. That shit was fucking awesome when we put up, you know, those 50 points. 50, I think it was 59. Was it 59 points we put up on
yeah,
them? But man, when we watched that game, that shit was awesome, man. Because we did the same thing. We came out and they weren't expecting it, and we just blew them out of the water, you know. Um,
Mhm.
but watching the Chargers, you know, and then we put up 63 on them was like, fuck yeah, you know, this is now two rivals that we have that we've put up that many points on.
no, you're right. So, guys, another thing, and things that changed. Like, let's look at certain players that stepped up. All right. Val said, what changed? Bro, Malcolm Toombs.
Mhm.
Talk about a dude that has changed the perspective of the Raiders defense. Guys, we got another bookend. We got another pass
Yeah,
rusher.
right.
We got another guy that can make the difference. Then we put Tyree inside. What a change. Man, the guy is collapsing the pocket. He's making a difference. I saw the difference in scheme from Patrick Graham, I like that. Jack Jones, bro, that pick,
Dog.
I said, ooh, that's prime time, baby.
That's the best pick of the season, man. The best
Hey,
interception of the season.
hey,
Shit, that might be the best for the last several years.
Yeah, I mean that's the Odell Beckham of the defense, you know, like that's that one-handed catch, you know, that
bro,
Odell showed, you know, that's the defense, you know, like they're gonna show that for years, like you said, dude.
Going
all I
past
said
it
was
too.
this. That's why I'm saying he caught it from behind. Guys, he ran past.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
It
almost
was
overran
here.
he
it.
ran
So,
past it because he
it
was
was
so
behind
quick
his
on the
head.
play.
But I was like, immediately I saw that play, and I was like, hey, baby, I'm going to see you on ESPN's Top 10 tonight.
Mhm.
What's
For
crazy too
life,
is
top 10 for life.
he was mic'd up that game. If you go
He
on
Yeah, he
was.
was. I
YouTube,
saw that today.
if
Oh,
you go on
man.
YouTube, he was mic'd up that game, and you can listen to him. They're just having, like I was saying, they're just having fun. They're laughing. They're having a good time. They're joking. And
No,
then he hits
when
the
you go
best
up 21
interception I've ever
points,
seen in a while.
when you get up 21 points, you're having a good time. I mean, 49 at half, shoot, you almost
Mhm.
drinking hot margaritas and going on vacation at half. I'd be like, but again, that's the way teams that have that letdown. But then, another guy that stepped up, Divine Diablo, bro. I mean, the dude is becoming a sideline to sideline linebacker. Dude had 12 tackles. 12
Yeah, he's a
tackles.
dog.
The other dude that everybody was like, hey, man, don't know about this guy, undersized Mike linebacker, blah, blah, blah. But, man, when you're talking to a dude that's running sideline to sideline, making hits, making plays, hello, Mr. Devon
Hey,
Diablo is in the building.
Spillane, man, that guy was
Oh,
another
Spillane.
good performance by that man. Dude, that dude is just every week,
But,
Every
that
week
dude's
he's
making a
there.
play.
yeah, and he's consistent. But that's why I was saying, like, that guy made a change. And on special teams, bro, Turner coming down, like, ripping the ball out of the returner's hands. Oh, I was like, okay. Once I saw that one, I said, bro, special teams, offense, defense, it's whatever you want to do today. It was just a score of palooza. And the Raiders
Yep.
were all over it on every single play, baby. So, hey, fellas, give me some names that you guys saw, like Val said, that changed the game for you guys. That you guys were like, yo, I did not expect this dude to make these plays and make it happen.
I got
for
this one.
us.
You
Tony
just
B.
said
Hart.
that you didn't expect to have. I second last. I'm first to admit last week I said, AOC, give us a reason to not draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
And he gave us an answer. Like, he came back and showed up. Like, AOC playing with confidence looked phenomenal. It was just exactly what the offense needed.
No, I got you. Yo, all in.
Man, for me was, and I said we needed it to happen at Turner. Get Turner downfield. Let's open it up.
He
Oh,
sure
got
did.
it.
For me, it was Turner, man.
Or
If
Trey
you
Tucker,
can't,
you mean?
yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Yes,
You bet Trey
if you
Tucker.
can't
Got
throw
you.
the ball, the ball deep, man, you become easy to stop
No, I
if you
got
ain't
you.
got that threat.
Yo, Batty B.
Man, they may not have put up a bunch of yards, but the running backs, man, Zamir White and Brandon Bolden, those guys, they ran
Oh,
hard. They may not have, like I said, they may not have got over 100 yards. Together they did, but themselves, they didn't. Jacobs was hurt. But they came in, they stepped up, and they played with heart too. I'd have to give it to the running backs too.
no,
They made their
absolutely, bro.
time worthwhile, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep,
no.
exactly.
We were all second guessing after that last game where Zamir played, and we was like,
That
oh,
was my biggest question going into the game was the running backs because I was like, man,
Yeah, without Josh Jacobs.
are we even gonna try to play this game? Like we didn't have Jacobs, we ain't got Miller, we ain't got we got guys out everywhere, man. Was Devontae gonna play?
Right? Yeah, because he was
You
questioned.
know,
And Zamir has been, a question mark since we
since we
drafted him.
drafted
Really,
him, yeah.
He's still a
yep.
question mark.
Yeah, he said, I mean,
I'm not on
agreed.
Shit.
board.
No,
yeah,
yeah, I'm
no
definitely not
lies.
saying he's not, but
But
he's
I mean, hey,
still
but you got I mean,
he played well.
he hasn't played a lot, it's been a lot of Josh Jacobs, the last
No,
year, so
no, absolutely.
but
Gunny.
like I said, hey,
Oh, go ahead,
shine
Mike.
when you're in there. Shine when you're in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing is he hasn't played a lot, but when he has gotten his opportunity, he ain't done shit with
he
it.
Yeah, he
doesn't
ain't
take
done shit. Yeah, exactly.
100.
agreed.
Gunny.
Well, I mean, we kind of threw out just about damn near everybody. So I'll give my coach's game ball type thing to the O line, man.
Yes,
The
sir.
O
That's what
line,
I was waiting
O
for.
line, the O line kept AOC upright, man. And what do we say? He needs everything to be perfect for him to be a great quarterback, and everything was perfect. And you saw what he
Everything.
could do when he got everything around him that looks great. So
He only
good
had
on
one
both. Good on
sack.
that O line. Good on AOC, man. He took advantage of that clean pocket.
Well, and to your point of the O line, they threw the kitchen sink at Mac this time.
They sure
Unlike
did.
when Josh said, "Oh, we threw the sink at him and didn't do shit in the first game."
Yeah.
They had a game plan for Khalil Mack, and that was a big difference.
Shut him
Yeah.
down. Oh man, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
McDaniels had some ghost players out there. That's what he meant. He had a
Yeah,
couple.
yeah, yeah. Hey, seeing Mac all pissy on the sideline, pouting on the
Great,
bench, that made my day.
beautiful.
No, absolutely. And you guys said something, man. I mean, like, I like that Tony hit it right on the head. You know what? Bro, I wrote this down on AOC because I was like, you know what? Again, we're being critical of this guy. We know that, hey, he has a short time, that he has stuff going on, et cetera, right? So, bro, I said, ball distribution was amazing. I think we had 8 guys with touchdowns,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
I said, hey, his decisiveness was out of this world. I mean, like, literally, he was throwing strikes everywhere. I didn't see one bad pass. But then a Gunny capped it off when he said, yo, the O-line, they was mugging people up front. I mean, it looked nasty. I could have thrown the pass out there. Probably completed 1 or 2 out there. I mean, like, I could have got out there. I would have been like, hey, set. Raiders on 1. Go. Get me, like, maybe a tutty or 2. Because, the dude could set up camp back there. I mean, he was like, hey, let me barbecue. I mean, bro, look at every single play.
Yep.
And I love that we all have thought about this and we all came up to get, like, it's just a different thing, man, because the offensive line was absolutely incredible. The defense did everything they had to do, and it was just a combination, man. But it was a
You know
beautiful.
what?
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
My bad. I'm sorry. You
No.
know
Go
what
ahead.
made me happy? What made me happy is um seeing everybody put let me see, put in the work, you know what I mean? Like everybody contributed to it. I mean, it was nice to see that. And I mean, Jenkins, whew,
Oh,
I
big man.
enjoyed watching him
He's
get
just going.
that touchdown. I mean, and he was super I mean, I don't know if you was watching, but I know they had well, there's a video I saw. I was
Oh,
watching
17
about,
miles an hour.
is
They
that
clocked
how
Yeah,
him
fast
in.
he was going?
they said
They
Yeah.
they
clocked it.
clocked him at that, bro.
That's
17
what they
miles an
said on.
hour.
That's what they said on TV. But they clocked him in like what the gun actually said was 14. But I don't think it was even 14, bro. My son was watching that when he did it, and he's like, "Is that guy gonna get tackled? He's so fat. Look at him. Like, he's not gonna make it very far." Like, and he takes it all the way back, and I was like, "That's the rarest touchdown you're ever gonna see, son."
Hey,
Yeah, he wasn't getting
Watching
tackled.
him high, the crowd even got a little quiet while he was
He
running.
had security there with
Yeah, he had
Max.
everybody. Oh
He
man, he
sure
had the whole
did.
team. He had the whole team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
one
it
thing
made
that
me
I
happy.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome.
No,
in
no,
our
no.
group
And Val,
chat I wrote
go ahead.
uh I wrote something about the first two passes that he threw didn't have no zip on the ball. Like
Yeah.
it
Yep.
just looked like, and then I'm sitting there going, some like I think he thought, oh crap, here we go again. And after that second pass, I shut up. I didn't have nothing else to say. Like, I mean, it was just like a little out. It just didn't have that spit that zip. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, you know what? I'm done with this. Here we go. Let's just start slanging it.
Yo, you ain't
Hey,
lying.
Hey, hold up, Will. The
Go
one
ahead.
thing
Go
I got
ahead.
to tell you guys, talk about shit that makes you happy. When I got there in the first quarter, I overheard these two Chargers fans talking about, let's just get the fuck out of here. I mean, like Chargers fan, like 2 and 3 out of like 15 or however many fans they have. You know what I'm saying? They were like,
Oh
let's get the
man,
fuck out. I was like, ha ha, you bitch ass, get out of here.
No,
how many
no.
fans
They
do you
were
think
gone,
were
bro.
how? So how many Charger fans were there? I only seen about like
It
eight or
wasn't
nine.
many, bro. And I'll tell you what, I don't know how many left at the end of the first quarter, to be honest with you, but those seats there was not a lot of charge of powder blue, let's say, in the stands.
Hey, so how many of those fans were robots?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the next question.
Right.
I was waiting for
Yeah.
that lady that they got on that meme just to be like screaming. I
Yeah.
wanted to.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They just got
I was
multiple of her everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
waiting for Renz
Right?
to
I was
send me
like,
the
where's her?
selfie. I got the one Chargers fan that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
We found
yeah,
her.
they
We
they
found
duplicated that one Chargers fan.
her.
You know what?
Give
Hey,
me
you know
another
what?
1,000 Charger face.
No, yo, but the one thing that Val said, guys, about this game is absolutely true, man. This was a team win, a complete team win. Special teams played outstanding. Okay, offense out of their mind. Defensively, shoot, baby, we've been playing out of our skull for a couple of weeks now.
Yep.
So, hey,
Really, since
Pete
AP
Graham,
took the job.
yeah, and Pete Graham got them playing like no other. And like we said, hey, the change upstairs for Bo was a big thing, man. I mean, like we saw the offensive growth. Now, guys, let's move on to segment two. Guys, in segment two, I got a question for you guys now. All right. And Val and I were talking, and we wanted to know, hey, fellas, was this game enough to convince you to give AP the job if you guys were the owner? All right. So let me know. Hey, Matty B, let's start with you, brother.
um, I'm not gonna say it's 100% given to him right now, but I will say that it is a big it's a big step forward for him. I want to say that the team has him, and I want to say Mark Davis is going to give him the job. Like it's just my opinion, but I think if I was looking at it and he was my intern, like show me that you can do this against the Chiefs. You know, show me you can do this against somebody that pretty much embarrassed us last time we played them. You know what I mean? Like come back in there and show me the Chiefs. You know, like if I can see that you can beat the Chiefs, like that's or at least win, the next two after that. Even if you lose to the Chiefs, if you can win the next two after that, like the team plays for him. But wins matter in this game, man. It's not about hey, who's the cool guy and who's this and who's that. Wins and losses matter, man. It's not a popularity contest.
No, I got you.
I
So
mean,
still not enough. You still need to see a
not
little bit
enough. I
more.
mean, yeah, not enough. Just a little bit. Show me a couple more wins. Show me that your team can push forward with this and not go drop a 0 on fucking Kansas City. Like coming out
Okay.
of Miami and Kansas City, and then we go and we drop a big old fat egg on the fucking Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, no, I got
I
you.
want to see
Hey,
consistency.
got you, brother. Gunny?
Shit, man. If you asked me last week, I might say no. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I was like, man, you're not a professional football team. You can't score. I said, you know what's funny? I said not one stinking point. You know how much shit I got for fucking saying one stinking point? It's like you can't score 1 point in NFL football. You don't know shit. I was like, it's a joke, man. Of course you can't score 1 point in NFL football. And somebody, I was on Instagram, somebody else saying the same thing. Like they said the exact same thing. I was like, bro, me and you caught the same fire. Anyways, yes, I think so. As long as there's nothing crazy that happens in the next 2 weeks, right? If they go to Kansas City and they compete and they fall short, or if they win, I'm still same level there, right? Same thing, as long as they finish out the season good, they compete. They're in the games. They're not getting blown out. They're scoring points. You know what I'm saying? Getting a field goal or two, that'll be okay. But yeah, I think so. And I think he's just got to find the right people, lean on those people. But when I was worried about him being a possible rah guy, I don't think that anymore. I think that his job is to motivate his troops, and he was able to do that after that Minnesota Vikings debacle a week ago. You know what I mean? And you know what? We've blown out 2 teams since he took over as head coach, right? So we had the 30-6 win against the Giants, and now we put up a record. So that's got to say something, right? I mean, it's there. The potential's there. We're missing some pieces, but this isn't a rebuild, man. This is not a rebuild, and we bring in a new head coach. We might be seeing a damn rebuild, and I don't want that at all.
Okay. No, nobody wants to see another rebuild right now, man. Hey, Tony B.
Tired of him.
Yes, sir.
For,
Hey, Tony B.
for me, I always thought, show me a 500 record after you took over the team to get a good shot at it, getting your spot back. These last 3 games are going to be crucial because if they go 3-0, he stays, or if we go 0-3, he goes, or like it's really dependent on how they perform on these last games. Like for me to really have I just want an open mind when we go into the situation. I want to be able to go in to the off season and have an open mind, either looking at options or whatever direction they want to go, just not feeling that they're going to be forced into making a decision that they might not have wanted, make the wrong decision, and then be stuck with, like he said, a rebuild. I want to reload, not a rebuild.
Okay, so you're kind of still on the same boat. You want to see a little bit more. You're
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
leaning towards them,
it's a
but
50
at
for me.
the
It's a
same time,
50-50 shot, I guess you can say, because I really would like to see these last games before. Like, there's a lot still to go on these last ones before we can really have a real good say on which way to go.
okay, all in.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like I said last week, I think it's a 2-man race. I think it's Harbaugh or AP, and obviously, I think AP holds the advantage because he's got the guys in the locker room. But if he goes out and shits the bed the next three, I don't think there's a shot he keeps it. But we know we can score on KC, but you got to stay competitive. You can't let your foot off the gas like we did the first time. And hell, I mean, I know we put up 63 points on Thursday, but offensively, we let off the gas in the second half.
I agree.
That could have been way uglier. The offense got a little stale in the second half. We need to see a little more consistency offensively for 60 minutes and not 30. But yeah, I think it's a two-man race, but I think it depends on these last three.
Okay. Val, what's your thoughts? What would you like to see done with AP?
I don't know. I think he needs to stick around, or I would like to see him stick around only because he needs time. I think last time I mentioned he kind of was just like thrown into the mix here. But I mean, in the off season, I think if they keep AP around in the off season, he's gonna have a chance to really get some stuff in and in a different perspective, not from any other. But I don't know. My mind's jumbled
You're
right
still
now.
you're still up in the air too. So basically, it's like,
More
hey,
so,
you know,
but you can't really judge him just on these past couple of games.
okay, I got you. So I'm kind of like I'm with Val guys on this, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys like this. I think it's so difficult because we evaluate a lot on wins and losses, okay? But when I think we evaluate on wins and losses, we also got to be realistic when you have a coach that has taken over basically, okay, we're going to call it a program because he calls it a program. You know, coach does, and he goes, it's like college football. He goes like, hey, it's a program. And with his program, okay, when you take over a program halfway through, guys, you're not able to instill your stuff. Culturally, you're not able to say, hey, this is what I want you to be. He took over a broke down car, and right now, you know, he's putting tires on the jalopy. He's fixing flats. You know, hey, he's plugging up stuff. And what I want to see is this, all right? If we're going to judge Coach Pierce, okay, I think what we need to do is these last three games, yes. Do we have to win and be competitive? Absolutely. I think we have to win at least 2 games, okay? You know, I think if we win 2 games and we're competitive, okay, against the Chiefs, I'll be like competitive to say like, yo, we were in this game and you see that the guys are getting better, okay? Because right now, Malcolm Kuntz, improving, okay? Tyree, improving. Defense, improving. Every single facet of our team is improving.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we can evaluate this guy and say, hey, where did he get this team at? Because we're from where we started to where we're at right now in this part of the season, okay? And we're talking about what? How many games he took over? 4 or 5 games?
Yeah, since the Giants game, I think this is the
Game
fourth.
5?
This is the fifth game, I think.
This was
Yeah,
game
week
6.
Okay, this will be game 6, right? Okay.
No, this will be game 7 because he'll coach 9 games. There's 3 left.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah,
So
you're right. So
just look at the difference in our team in this last 7 games from where we started. Look at the improvement that we've made. Look at the guys that we signed, all right? This is why I like Champ Kelly. Okay, this is where we got to evaluate Champ Kelly too, is to say, hey, what guys, he didn't have guys that you could say, hey, we can trade. These guys got the team after the trade mark. So again, hey, they got him after the trade. They made these pickups, okay? Jack Jones was because AP knew him. AP coached him in high school. Said, I vouch
Mhm.
for
he
that
fell
kid.
through
He's gonna
all the
be.
way. He fell through waivers.
So guess what? Right now, in my opinion, these guys right here, they're doing a hell of a job with what they got. And they're showing
Yep.
every single week that they're improving and they're getting better. I mean, by AP getting rid of Marcus, getting rid of Teamer, putting Bo up in the box, doing all these things. Guys, AP's making a lot of moves. I still want to see a little bit more, but man, every single week, he just keeps getting better and better. And I mean, like, he keeps looking like that one piece that's going to be the game changer for us. So I really do like that. All right, guys, now let's move on to the next question on this one. Did AOC do enough to convince you on the quarterback position? And let's start with Tony B, because I know that last week Tony said, hey, baby, AOC, you got to show me something so we don't draft somebody to take your job.
He showed me a little. He showed me a
Showed you a
little.
little? All
He
right.
needs to show me more because we can't base earning a spot off of one good game against, yes, against the Chargers, but like, show me a little bit more, some consistency, like we were talking about. Like, you have the 4 games was the test, and he's passed the first chapter, the first, of the book that he's writing in as the start of this year, or this part of the year. But he's got 3 more games to earn it. Like, so when we do our season wrap up show after we make the playoffs and we have a deep run, optimistic, we can really go back and we can see how the body of work looks on the.
Okay. Hey, all in? Thoughts on AOC?
AP played well, man. You know, but I still don't think he's going to be the guy. I think we need to find a quarterback that's mobile. You know, we played a terrible defense this week. He carved them up. The Chiefs are a better test. Let's see what they look like. But I think the future, I think we need a mobile quarterback. These pocket guys just ain't getting it done.
No, absolutely, man. I can see what you're saying. That's the way the game is changing. A lot of people are moving over to that more dynamic quarterback. All right. Hey, Gunny, thoughts on AOC? Did he do enough, or are you still wanting to see more?
Well, I think AOC just showed me exactly what I thought he was going to show me when he had a clean pocket. You know what I mean? Yeah. He showed me he's a good player when everything's clean. With that said, I don't know if you don't draft a quarterback based on that because I remember just a few years ago, what was it? Ryan Fitzpatrick used to come out and throw like 10 fucking interceptions the first 3 weeks of the year, and then not throw a touchdown, and then not throw another touchdown the rest of the year. That type of thing. People get hot sometimes, man. I'm not sold just yet. But even if I was sold, I'll still say the same thing. I want 3 quarterbacks in that room come next season, the start of next season. I want some competition in that joint because I do not want to see some dude that should not be. I don't even remember his name anymore. Our 3rd string quarterback this year. You know what I mean? Jimmy G is probably going to be out the door. If he isn't, then he probably won't be a 2nd stringer. That's for sure. Because he's
Oh,
not.
he's gone.
He's
They'll
just
cut him.
not. You know what I'm saying? With the worst quarterback room in the NFL, man, right there, you're looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So I need some real competition back there, whether that comes from free agency or the draft. I don't care where it comes from, or even a trade. I need some competition for ALC. And if he comes out on top, shit, we were all right. He's the new guy.
No. I got you. I like that. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later because I really like that. I think Tony and we all talked about it last week, and we all brought that up. But we want to have a guy, that you draft, an older guy that you bring in and bring in a lot of competition to that quarterback, to improve it. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Hey, Matty B, thoughts on AOC?
Man, I don't think we're gonna just like dump Aiden. I don't think we're gonna just be like, yeah, you're not the quarterback. We're gonna go after somebody else. He's gonna be on the roster next year. He's gonna have a chance to fight for that spot. Now I don't think he's got the spot, and I think it's kind of dumb if we don't draft a quarterback this year. So, but I do want to say so I heard today I was driving home from work and I was listening to Sirius XM and they were talking about how all these coaches are getting all this like guaranteed money, right? And they're not coaching anymore, and they're all getting all this money. But if you look at like quarterbacks, people are not, it's like look at everybody's quarterback room. How many quarterback rooms do you know of that are solid from 1 to 3? How many people load up on their quarterbacks like that? How
Not a
come we
lot. No.
can't put money into a position like that and build a solid like quarterback? Because if your first one goes down, your second one goes down, you got a good solid third string quarterback. People do it with running backs all the time, like they were saying. People do it with running backs all the time. Why can't you put that money into a quarterback? So there, I mean, like what I'm getting to is, I guess what I'm getting to. So I'm just kind of rambling on. Is I think we need more quarterbacks to fight
You're,
for
you're,
it.
you're in the same
Having
part with
more is
Johnny.
never, yeah. We need more quarterbacks, to fight. We have, like he said, we got the worst quarterback room in the league.
So you're
So
in the same boat as AOC. Still hasn't done enough for you, so you want to see more competition in that room.
not that he hasn't done enough. Like I said, I want to see competition with him. Like I want to see somebody else go in there. I don't see any competition behind him right now. We don't have any of that there.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think
I get what you're
one
saying.
second, real quick. On the competition side of it, I want to see that too. But the problem with paying too many quarterbacks and whereas the running backs is the running backs filter in more and they play even in the smaller roles more than a backup quarterback that's going to have a headset on. So a lot of times they don't want to pay the headset holder. I want the competition, but if we're paying too much in the
But I mean,
quarterback room, we're not paying it somewhere else.
I guess what
But
I'm trying to get to on that is like a lot of quarterbacks run nowadays, right? So they tend to get hurt a
Oh
little
yeah.
more. So that's where I was kind of coming with that. Like if we're going after a quarterback this year that has mobility and he gets hurt, we need somebody behind him to step up, and maybe that's AOC. But if AOC goes down, we need somebody else that can step in too that has we just gotta like that's where I was getting at with that. That's all. I
Yeah.
just thought
When
it
you
was a good.
look at that too, though. I mean, AOC is not getting paid next year,
Mm-mm.
no matter what. And if we're going to end up drafting a quarterback, he's not getting paid no matter what. All we got to really do is bring in a veteran QB that could,
Damn, there you
sprinkle
go.
a little bit of college dust all over the room, and then we're good. You know what
And
I
you
mean?
can do it that way. You
Yeah.
could do it that way, but how many? I don't know. Yeah, you could do it that way. But a lot of
no,
teams don't hit on quarterbacks in the draft.
That's true. That's true.
I agree with that. So I'm with you guys. I think when we look at AOC and his body of work right now, he still hasn't proven enough to me to say, hey, man, we don't need another quarterback for the future. Guys, I like what you guys are talking about that, hey, one, we draft one, okay? And two, we bring in a veteran, okay? When we bring in a veteran, like it's like you guys say, hey, we're not paying very much money for a fourth rounder. Now we bring in a first round draft pick, okay? Because let's be real, if we're bringing in a QB, we got to hit in the first round. That's the movement has to be. I mean, like we're not going to get a quarterback in the second round, guys. It's just not going to happen. So for us, I think we make that move in the first round. We draft it with our first pick, and we say, hey, guys, like, what can we do after these picks in order to fill in other holes? Now, I really like that. Now, let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think the biggest change for our offense and seeing the efficiency in AOC was the fact that we moved Bo upstairs? Or was it strictly that they game planned it that way? Or do you really think that the offense, that made a big change in our offense? And hey, I'm going to start with Matt on this one. Matt, can you hear me?
Me? Yeah,
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Val. I'm sorry. I'm hearing shit on my end. um, Sorry. Repeat the question again. I'm sorry, man. I got.
Yeah. So do you think the biggest change for AOC was one, the game planning, or do you think the big change was that Bo was actually sitting upstairs making the game changes and seeing the efficiency in our offense, so he could make those changes for Abel.
So I don't know if moving him upstairs is what made the game. I think he came in with the same kind of pretty much kind of the same kind of game plan he had the week before. You know, it's not like I think he did utilize his weapons a little bit more than he did last week, but I think in all actuality, it was pretty much the same game plan as last week. I mean, minus, we had a bunch of big plays, so it was really hard to like overlook a lot of the game plan. Like we scored a lot of touchdowns and it was just seemed like touchdown after touchdown. We were scoring touchdowns. But I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, if you were watching the game, it's not like the Chargers on offense weren't any, they were keeping up with us. If you look at the stats, so I mean, if it hadn't been for the turnovers and all that stuff, would he have called a good game? I think he's pretty much stayed in the same boat that he was last week. I think he did utilize Tucker a little bit more, but I mean, I think he still had kind of the same game plan. I don't think there was really much of a change.
I gotcha. All right, Gunny.
I mean, I don't know. I can only speak for myself. And sitting at the lower level and sitting at the second level, the lower level isn't as good to watch a football game at. I would say, if you want to see the game, you want to see everything that's happening. You're just getting close to the players. When they're close to you or when they're near you. You're basically looking at one side of the field if you're sitting on the corners, or even unless you're sitting like 50-yard line, it's still kind of hard to see what's going on all parts of the field. Sitting on the second level now, which I started doing recently, you can see the game like perfect, man. You can see everything that's happening. You can see every block. You can see every run, every hole. Like I actually like it much better than sitting in that lower bowl, to be honest with you. So if you're there to watch the game and really watch the game, that second deck is money. Now, whether that helped him or it didn't, I don't know. I mean, Andy Reid sits on the sideline. He calls the whole game just fine. You know what I'm saying? So possibly
That's Andy Reid, though.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, he got a different.
Kelsey.
Yeah, he got some other stuff going on, right?
That dude got to stand on the sideline. He can't be sitting down. He get heavier.
Down.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I think maybe it's possible, but if it's a vantage point made him better, then I'm all for it, dude. Hit it.
All in?
Yeah, man. I think the move to the box was good. I mean, I think it did the same thing for PG. He moved to the box. You could see the field. You could see what's going on. There was a few play calls that were a little different. I think where he might have ran some screens on the standing on the sideline, he didn't run as many. I think it helped, but I think he still could be a little conservative, and I think our second half proved that a little bit.
No,
I really thought, man, I really thought, 73 was definitely there, and we just kind of let off the gas a little bit.
Bro, I saw 49 at half. I thought 100 by the game was good.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I wanted triple digits bad.
Yeah, I just wanted to set that record, man. Like I was like, give me 73, 74.
No, you were pretty set
Do what
on
the Dolphins
73.
couldn't do, or do what the Dolphins didn't have the balls to do. Yeah, do what the Dolphins didn't have the balls to do against the Broncos. Kick the fucking field goal. Fuck the Broncos. They couldn't stop you the whole game.
Yep,
Right.
I agree.
Yep.
Tony B?
My philosophy is make them stop you, man. If you don't like what a team is doing to you, and I even coaching my son's little league team, if you don't like what a team's doing to you, stop it.
Yeah, of course.
I tell people that in Madden all the time.
On the flip side of that, man, on the flip side, I didn't want to see them come out at halftime. I didn't want to see these dudes come out at halftime and start throwing the ball all over the field either. You know what I mean? That's only a couple pick sixes away from this game starting to go the other way. You know what I mean? Ask Atlanta in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That was only
I definitely agree.
Yeah, you gotta run that clock at 49-0.
Yep. Tony B,
That's
thought?
that's right. That's right. That's all right. I think it was okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna use a video game reference. If you've played Madden,
Hell yeah.
you don't play Madden on the sideline with a bad view and you can't see the plays. You want to call the plays, it's elevated behind the line, you see everything. So like it had to have helped him see the bigger picture. Because don't get me wrong, if you're struggling, you need that one thing that's going to help you not struggle. So like I'm not saying he can't call a good game on the sideline, but when you see it a little bit differently, you're able to adjust in the right spots at the right times. You just got to be able to see the whole field, the whole field. Like he was saying just a second ago, when he's saying the second level, 100%. I've sat front row and I've sat nosebleeds. I like nosebleeds because I'm sitting there and I'm looking at everything from the kicker on the kickoff to the far, gunner on that one side. You can see every aspect of the game. It had to have helped him a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. Hey, Val, you've been to games, right? Yeah, so I'll be like, I think I could kind of see what they're saying, where you're like sitting down lower, all you can see is basically like the back of the players and you can see everything up close. And I get what Tony's saying. And I mean, like, you can sit there and talk to the players. But, like, I 100% agree with Gunny. When you sit on that second and third level, I don't know, have you gone to a game and sat on the second and third level? That's like usually where we sit. So once you sit in second and third level, you can see the whole field. And once you can see the whole field, guys, I 100% agree with you guys. You can see exactly what the other team is trying to do. I mean, like, as a coordinator, your mind starts thinking out of formations, out of seeing things. I'm sure he's probably in the booth and he's like, oh, man, well, hey, they're doing this. Hey, I know that they can talk to the quarterback till I don't know how many seconds, but you're probably in there until the last second being like, oh, bad they came out in this. Make sure you throw it to Tommy. Click. But I mean, like, that's what I feel like, because that view is so different, man. I mean, like, I've been on the field. When you're on the field, man, and trying to call the play from the sidelines, it's hard because you don't see everything. You don't see the packages that are coming in and out. You don't see the formations. You don't see, like Tony said, you don't have that backside view that you see the whole field. Now, when you sit like up on top, man, it looks like a video game. You
Yep.
see the bunch of little ants, and you're like, okay, Freddy's over there. Things like that. Guys, I do think it did
The eye in
change.
the sky don't lie.
Hey, don't lie. Hey, don't lie, baby. That's why they put you up there. So, hey, we've gone through all these hypotheticals. We talked about AOC. Guys, with this win, now in the draft, we're falling around 12th to 18th in the draft. Okay. That's really going to put us. We talked about, hey, we want competition in the quarterback room, which is something important for us to improve. So, guys, now that we're drafting 12th, there's a lot of different options, okay? I want you to tell me what you guys would do and how you guys would package this, okay, to get a veteran quarterback in that room and a rookie quarterback in that room, okay? And how you guys are going to make this happen. Because right now, veteran quarterbacks that are going to be out on the market. I'm going to tell you guys right now, okay? For trade, it's going to be Justin Fields, Kyler Murray, Trey Lance. That's what kind of we're looking at in trade, guys, okay? Free agent quarterbacks, you got Kirk Cousins, you got Ryan Tannehill, you got Jacoby Brissett, you got Baker Mayfield, you got Marcus Mariota, you got Sam Darnold, you got Gardner Minshew, you got Tyrod Taylor, you got Drew Lock, and you got Jameis Winston. Okay? Those are all free agents, all right, that you can bring in. Now, let's start with Gunny. How are you going to make that the most competitive quarterback room that you can, and who you bringing in, and how are you doing this, and how are you packaging this?
Well,
Right.
first things first, man. You got to draft a quarterback, right? And to get for me, from what I'm looking at, the top 6 QBs is where we want it. We got to get one of those guys. And I know it ain't going to be Caleb Williams. So well, I don't know about Drake May either, but Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, Shooter Sanders if he comes out. Those are all really good quarterbacks, man. I've never seen Michael May play, so I don't want to say that he's the guy or anything like that. But those 5 quarterbacks, you got to find a way to get one of those. You got to fall into one of those guys somewhere. And hopefully that's if it's in the first round, we may have to trade up for one of those, but we got to get one in the draft, man. I don't want to see a second round quarterback. And if Penix falls that far, then great, we grab him. But I don't see that. I don't see that happening. You know what I mean? As far as when we're talking about the vets, I don't know, man. It doesn't have to be. It really, for me, it doesn't have to be, a Jameis Winston type, or it could be like. I'll give you an example. A guy we had last year. I know he's probably not available, but like Jarrett Stidham. You bring in Jarrett Stidham, a guy who sat on the bench, played a little well, probably plays really good in practice and things like that. So, I mean, we don't need a guy who used to be a starter who's trying to be a starter. You know what I mean? Still, like Jameis Winston is going to want to be a starter somewhere. Somebody will probably get him to be a starter, I would imagine. Who else? Who else did you say? I mean, the guys, the trade, I don't think I like that either. I don't want to trade away any capital based on, quarterbacks that we've seen and we've already seen enough of. You know what I mean? I don't think I like that. But, the guys that are sitting around are probably going to be good being a second stringer. That's competition to me. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like a guy who's coming in to be the starter, because that's what you're going to get when you're bringing a veteran, the type of, a Jameis Winston or something like that. That guy wants to be a starter in the NFL.
No,
And
absolutely.
yeah, so I think we bring in somebody who's coming in to compete, because the real competition should be between the rookie and then last year's rookie who is AOC. That should be the real competition. You know what I mean? So
that's what you want to
that's
see.
where I'm at.
Okay. Hey, so you said, hey, we might have to move up in the draft. Okay. Right now we're at number 12. Okay. To move up, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to see as the trade package to give away to move up?
Well, to move up, you basically you swap picks, right, with somebody. I don't know what pick that would be. You swap pick, and then you give away a couple of later round picks, maybe a third and a fourth or something like that. But
Okay.
you have to get up and get a quarterback. If they don't fall down, they don't fall in your lap. Man, I'd hate for us to be drafting in the second and third round trying to find the next AOC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you.
I just don't want to see that.
With pick 12, though, I don't
All
think
right.
we got to move up that far to get one of those quarterbacks, though.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I haven't looked at the teams in front of us, but I'm sure at least 3 of those teams are going to be looking at QBs right away. And I haven't even looked at it, so I know for sure they're going to be digging for a QB.
Last I kind of configured it, I think, man, it was closer to 5 or 6 teams possibly
Right.
needing a QB.
Yeah, it'll be close. Depending on what.
So what? I think you got to look at it like this: what did it cost Carolina to move up last year? It cost them the swap of the picks, right? It cost them another first. It cost them DJ Moore. I mean, it was not cheap to move
Oh, it
up.
was 2 firsts and DJ Moore.
Well, they swapped first, right?
Yeah.
In last year's draft, they
Oh, I thought
swapped.
they gave this year and next year's
And
draft
then
pick
they
to
gave this. Yes, they swapped. They gave up this year's and DJ Moore, and I believe there was another later pick or 2 in that deal as well. I'd have to pull it up.
That's
So
also for the number 1 pick, though, right?
Yeah, that's for the number 1.
Yeah, that's for the
right,
number 1.
moving up to get a quarterback is going to cost you at least a swap and an extra first, in my opinion, minimum.
That would be hurt.
Sanders ain't coming out, so really, I mean, we're looking at what, 4 or 5 top, because his daddy already said he ain't going nowhere.
No, you ain't lying.
I believe it.
And I think at the end of the day, I think he really wants a spot in that Heisman room at the end of the season, and he wants to really elevate his name to where Caleb's name was all year this year, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only way to do it, because he couldn't do it with Caleb there.
Yep.
right, and he almost beat Caleb. But they, and
He
they
did.
had. I mean, he put up incredible numbers with, let's be honest, a shit offensive line.
Right.
So I think that dude's got something to prove. I don't think he's coming out this year. So really it becomes between what Caleb will be gone, Drake will probably be gone, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, yep.
Yeah. I mean, unless you got a
Yep.
player
Yeah,
you're sold on,
Bo
and then
Nix.
you're
Bo
willing to
Nix
give
is a
up something.
hard man. I wouldn't give up a bag of
No,
Doritos for Bo
he
Nix right
reminds
now.
me of who's that cat that came out with for the Tennessee Titans picked him up
Levis.
this
Oh,
year. Levis, yeah, that's
no,
who.
Levis or
No, that's who Bo
the
Nix reminds me of is Levis. It's exactly almost
his
kind of who he reminds me of.
the Pac-12 championship game showed me all I need to know about that dude. Man, when you get down, I mean, shit, they still had 3 minutes to go, and that dude's over there with his head covered up, fucking pouting on the bench. I mean, there's a reason he's playing in a couple weeks.
Right.
He
Hey, no
he gave
lie.
everybody a bad look, man, and I don't know. I'm not sold on the guy. And look how long it took him to really adjust to college.
But
Mm.
look at Caleb
Do
Williams,
we
And
have
man.
that
NFL
long?
game takes
Caleb
longer.
Williams did the same
Oh,
thing. He ran to his mom and jumped in her lap with a towel on his face.
Agreed. I'm not sold on. Hey,
I'm not
and you
sold on
ain't
that
gonna
dude
hear.
either.
You ain't hearing me say Caleb, Caleb, Caleb either. I don't think
Ooh.
Caleb's got some deficiencies, man. The
yep.
dude's talented. I ain't gonna take that from him, but he's got some things. I don't know that he can. I don't know. I'm not sold on him, man.
Nope.
No, I agree. Hey, Tony, thoughts?
I say I would be happy with seeing a little move up, but not giving up like they were saying, not too much draft capital. A swap of picks, maybe one other pick, but you would really have, like they were saying, you really got to be sold to move. And even if you move, you might not move enough if someone else is sold on that same player. So I don't want to give up too much and not get the player we want, but we gotta go. We gotta get a quarterback though. We gotta get a quarterback first round. I mean,
Yeah.
plain and simple. Like whatever they got. I mean, they gotta get one, and they gotta get the right one. Just fingers crossed they do
No,
it.
I agree.
I'm looking at a mock draft right now. CBS Sports is basically assuming that we're picking up Justin Fields because
So I'd said on last week's podcast, man. If AP's the coach, I think they might find a way to go get Jaden because that's his guy, right?
Yeah.
But but you got to look at cost too. Justin Fields isn't going to cost you what it's going to cost to move up in the first round of the draft. Justin Fields, he's going into year 4, and then you got you could pick up his 5th-year option. I don't think that's a bad option, and then you bring in a guy like Minshew or Brissett who's done it. They're not going to be starters in the league. There's your vet.
mm-hmm.
Nope, I
So
agree.
I don't. Man, to me it's hard to say because who's the coach? Who's
Yeah.
going to
I
be the
agree.
head coach? And that's going to
That's going to be the
now.
biggest question.
If they scrap AP and they go Harbaugh, does Harbaugh want his Michigan boy? I don't know.
Ooh,
Does
that
Harbaugh
changes a
want
lot.
Justin Fields?
I,
No.
I don't know. That
So
changes a lot.
I'm looking at these mock drafts talking about we're going to be able to grab Michael Penix in the second round.
Hey, if we could pick up Michael Penix in the second, that'd be nice. But we don't know. Again, it all
I'd be
depends on who's going to
extremely.
be
I'd like
coaching.
Michael Penix better than
I like him better than Bo
Dane
Nix.
Daniels and the other one.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like Penix. My only question is he going to be able to stay healthy with all them leg injuries he's had?
True.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why he'd be falling to the second round, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Matty B, thoughts on how you're going to get that quarterback room competitive?
I mean, in all honesty, yeah, 12 is where we're at now. It just like I said earlier, it all depends on how we finish out the season. We could be closer to 7 or 6, by the time season's end. But if we're saying
Or we
like
could go
season,
the other way.
or we could
Yeah.
go the other way, yeah, or we could go the
Super
other
Bowl,
way.
baby.
If we keep winning, we can go the other way. We're looking at 18 to 20, that we're picking. So, I mean, like I said, it all depends on where we finish out. But like if we're saying like as today was the end of the season and we're at number 12, I'm looking at like 5 teams right now that I'm saying that are looking for a quarterback. And that would be New England, Washington, Chicago, and the New York Giants. I think
Possibly
everybody else.
Arizona.
Yeah, but that's it. That's if they can get rid of Kyler Murray. I don't think they get rid of Kyler
No.
Murray, man, because I mean they put too much into him and they gave him too much of a contract and trying to
Yeah.
just release him is just not going to happen. So I don't think they waste a pick on that. I think they pick offensive linemen. I bet they pick up the first offensive lineman in the draft, or we
Or,
trade with them. Because
or
they
how do
could
you not
possibly.
go Marvin Harrison Jr.
Or
if
yeah,
he comes
exactly,
out?
exactly. But I mean, if you trade with Vegas, you can get him at number 12.
Nah,
If you
Harrison ain't. He
well,
ain't
no,
falling
yeah, I
that
guess you're
far.
right. He ain't going that far. Yeah, he'll go to the Jets or something like that, or the
He'll be a
Chargers.
top 5 pick.
Yeah, yeah, Chicago will probably pick him up.
If I'm Chicago, I'd go Harrison Jr. at 1, and you'll still get your quarterback at 2 if you like a couple guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, not at 2, at 3. Even if Arizona traded with somebody, Chicago's still going to land
I just see us
somebody.
if we're gonna trade with anybody right now, and I'm sitting at number 12. I'm trading with Arizona. Like I
That's
think
going to cost you.
that's my only trade option I have. Everybody else is pretty much going to be set where they want, or it's either that or the New York Jets at number 7 ahead of the
Yeah,
Chargers. Because I
New
mean
England
everybody
ain't going to
else,
move.
New England's not going to move, Carolina's not going to move, um,
Well, Carolina don't have
Arizona
that pick. That's Chicago.
Arizona's
Yeah.
up in the air with Murray. Washington, I don't see them moving from 4. I don't see Chicago moving from 5, especially if they get rid of Fields. And I don't see the Giant or the Jets, the Chargers, the Titans, Falcons, or the Packers taking a quarterback. So my only places to trade is number 3. So it would be Arizona would be my spot.
I think the Falcons would take one if they don't trade for Justin Fields.
Yeah, but I mean they just picked up Justin Ritter and all those guys too. So
That
or
dude's
Ritter, I
trash.
think.
He's
What's his
hot
name? Devin
garbage.
Ritter,
Yep.
Desmond Ritter.
Desmond
But
Ritter.
so
That
if
dude's
I'm doing
trash.
that, I'm trading up to number 3 in my opinion to Arizona, and then I have Aiden
Are
on the
they number
back.
3 right now?
They're number 3 right now. If
Damn, so
the season
they
ended
moved
today,
down.
He's moving way up.
Who
I
bu-
mean,
who bumped up to number 2?
New England.
Oh shit, they're drafting a quarterback.
Yeah, they're definitely drafting a quarterback.
You don't think Zappy's the quarterback of the future, bro?
No, I don't even think
Yeah,
Belichick's. I don't even think Belichick's there this year, dude.
as much as Heineke is,
yep.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Bel-
But so I
Belichick will
say I
retire or
trade at
coach the
number 3
Chargers.
there, and then I got Aiden O'Connell as my the guy that's gonna fight. He's gonna either be number 2 or he's gonna be number 1.
So
And
who do you
then
bring in as their senior guy? How do you bring in your
if I bring
senior?
in a senior guy, I'm bringing in somebody on a low paid, but like a Garner Minshew type guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it that you gave me a name. Nobody else wanted to give me a name. I'm like, give me a name. I need a name. Who's
Yeah,
gonna be
no,
the
I'm
Yeah,
going
I
Garner
threw out
Minshew on
Minshew
that.
and Brissett.
Okay.
Or Brissett. Yep, I could go with a
Yeah,
Brissett.
100%. That'd be a great pickup.
Yep.
Okay. So, before the show, I always send Val the notes and everything, so that way we can chop it up. So I'm gonna like leave you guys with this thought, okay? Because this is what I started thinking. If we look at the draft board right now, there's one team that has 2 picks in the top 6, right? And it's the Chicago Bears. I think we can play this 2 ways. Okay, it's like you guys said. We can play with them as in to bring in Fields, to bring him in, and I think what's going to cost us to bring Fields is at least a number 1 or a number 2. And what do you guys think about this? If we do package a number 1 or a number 2, you got to either package Renfro with it for the number 6 pick, or you package Jacoby Meyers with it for the number 6 pick. I think either of those 2 scenarios could work to either get Justin Fields or to move up in the draft if you really feel invigorated about a guy in the draft. Okay. So that's the way I look at it. I say, hey, if we trade with anybody, we got to trade with somebody that has at least a couple of picks in that first 10 because they're willing to take a little bit less than the other dude that has, like, that's his one pick in the top 10. So that's where I would look to move is with Chicago because Chicago is going to pick up their number one, and we have a plethora of receivers. We're deep in that one area. So I'd be like, I could see us doing that to either get a rookie or to get Justin Fields in our room, you know? But what I would like to see is like you guys said, hey, I want to see us draft a rook. If we do get a quarterback with our first round, whether it's Justin Fields or Kyler Murray or a guy like that we bring in, I would still like to see us draft a quarterback in the second or third round. That's the way, that's the way I'm looking at it to build that quarterback room and to like get that room competitive because it gives us two options. You can either bring in a senior guy with that first round pick or say, hey, you know what? We really believe in this one kid. Let's package something good. Let's get that good kid in the first, and then we can bring in a free agent. And if we brought in a free agent, okay, here are some names that I like, okay? And the reason, I'm not going to say that these guys are starters, but I think that they're good mentors, okay? Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been around the league. He's done it. I like Gardner Minshew, okay? Been around the league, kind of knows how to do it, right? And here's a guy that's kind of like athletic and can do a little bit of everything. Tyrod Taylor. We keep saying mobile quarterback. We keep saying a guy that is young. Bro, Tyrod Taylor doesn't got that much run in him. You know, and he can hold it over for a little bit. I think that's the way we make the quarterback room more competitive and get the best out of that room. So what you guys think about that?
I like it.
Yeah, I don't think Justin's going to cost you a first.
I don't think so either.
I think Justin would cost you a second, and honestly, I would trade a second and Renfro for Justin all day long.
Second and Renfro, yeah, I'd be like a second and
Yeah.
all right, Gunny. Second.
I don't think Fields is. I don't think Fields is going to be. I don't think. I don't think a one is. I think a two is what it'll take to get Justin their attention. And you throw in a guy like Renfro. I wouldn't trade Jacoby. He's our legit number two. I wouldn't move on from him at all. I think the offense will take a step back.
Let me
I
ask
agree
you
with you on that. I ain't trading Jacoby.
For anybody, really.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping Jacoby, especially if we keep, Devontae. I'm keeping Jacoby on the other side. I don't know if I'm trading for Fields though, man. Like it's no different than having Aiden O'Connell and what we have now. He hasn't proven anything, and he's played for the Bears. And he doesn't have a good record or anything, but he's been hurt. He's I don't know. I don't know. I've watched him play, and I don't see that it with Justin Fields, man. Like I just don't see it with him. The Bears though, with 2 picks right there, I see someone like Pittsburgh trading up with the Bears right there. That's the only reason why I'm saying Arizona, and that's kind of just how I see it right now. But I'm not trading Jacoby, not for anything. If I'm trading up and I'm getting, if I do trade for Justin Fields and they do, then you give them like a second round, and I don't even know if I want to give up Renfro for him. Like how
about for that 6th round pick? If they say, hey, for that 6th pick in the draft in the first round,
it's actually the 5th pick. It would actually be the 5th pick.
So for
the 5th pick, pick, you're swapping, and then I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It'd be picking a player. I think it would have to be picking a player.
Yeah, if you're going to 5th, if you're going for that pick, yeah. I guess if you're going for Fields, you're not getting the pick. You're not going to go up to number 5 for.
So if you're getting Fields, no first rounder, but
for Fields, no first rounder. If I'm moving up to 5, yeah, I'll give you a first rounder. That's the cost anyways. That's what it's going to cost you, no matter what.
You give up Mayers. Jacoby Meyers for that fifth
No,
No,
I'm
round.
not. No, I'll give you up Renfro, but I'm not giving you up Jacoby Meyers. I'll give you
I don't
Renfro.
want to give up any. I don't want to give up any of the wide receivers on this team. I want this
And I,
receiver
like I said,
receiving team.
I'm iffy on even giving Renfro up. Like I think Renfro's gonna have his. I think he's gonna have a breakout year. You know, I think he's.
I think Renfro's gone.
He's the only one I would give up, honestly.
Renfro's
But
salary's high and he ain't done shit since he's got paid.
yeah, he's
I
the only
don't care.
one I
You
would
could
give
blame it
up. But I
on whoever you want. He ain't done shit. Let's just
still don't
keep it
really want
real.
to move him. You know what I mean? Just keep him until he's expired and whatever. He makes big plays here and there, but sometimes
No,
He
I
also
got
makes big fumbles lately.
big, huge
Yeah.
fumbles. I was about to say that,
you.
but
No.
yeah, I'm not giving up that much for Justin Fields. He's not worth a second.
No,
No.
I
He's
don't
not
even.
worth a second right now.
He's not worth a second. No, he hasn't proven anything to me. Like that guy is.
We're talking
He's
like
had a.
third and fourth now, man.
Yeah, he's had like what 6 wins his whole career or some shit like that. Like he ain't got very many wins. And
No,
he's been
he's
hurt, so I mean, how many, you're giving, yeah, I'm not giving up. I'll give you a second round for him if I'm going that route, but,
yeah. I don't see him being worth a
and then,
second.
and then I'm staying at 12.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly like I said. I'd give up a second and go get a defensive player. Go get one of the a good defensive player with that
I'm,
12th pick.
I'm going offense with my 12th pick, man. I'm getting me an offensive line, man. I build that offensive line up, man. If I'm staying at 12, I'm picking offense.
I'll be honest. Give me the best available player, offense or defense.
I can
Yeah,
go
they
with
need to
that.
be neat
Yeah,
offensive
I can
linemen
go
this
with
year.
that.
Agency or draft. I don't care where it's at, but that offensive line needs some help.
A lot.
Okay. I like it.
I really don't think it needs a lot of help. I think it needs a good coach again and a right guard.
Hey, that makes a lot of a difference, man. A good coach and a right guard, that's a lot of difference right there.
Tom Cable did a lot,
with the little?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
absolutely.
Van Rotten guy is just hot garbage. Get him the fuck out of here.
I like
Hey,
the
don't
last
worry.
He is.
name.
His contract's up. Van Rotten is rotten out right now, man.
He
Hey,
is, god damn, that guy is terrible.
all
Van
right, man.
Stinken.
Hey, guys, let's move on to segment 3 now. Hey, segment 3. Let's talk keys to victory against them Queefs, baby. We got to spank them in KC. So, guys, well, hey, you know what, Val? Hit me with your one key to victory. Give me your one key to victory right now. What we got to do to beat KC and KC on Christmas Day if Santa Claus can come
I think
drop
they need
us
to
off that nice
stick with the
W.
energy that they had in the Chargers and don't let the score get to them. I feel like when, especially playing against KC, when we're behind, when we start falling behind, it's like they lose the momentum, and it's like, we're gonna lose anyways. Like that's the vibe I get when I see lately. When I've seen, it's kind of like they're behind, they kind of just like start letting off. I think they just need to keep the energy and keep in mind and just play hard. I mean, what is there to really lose? I mean,
No, I got you. So you're saying, hey, you just got to go
yeah.
out there with that fighting spirit. You don't want to see them roll over if they go down. You want to see them keep fighting and just keep grinding. Okay. All right. Hey, that fighting spirit is definitely important. Hey, Matty B, what's your key to victory against the Chiefs, bro?
Oh man, key to victory is gonna be containing Travis Kelce. I think if our defense can contain that guy, I think we're all right. Their receivers aren't doing too well. Our corners are looking great. If we can just figure out a way to stop that guy from getting the first downs on fucking 3rd and 25s, I'm good. Like that's the only guy we got to cover, and we know what's going to him. So let's, instead of doing like we did last time, let's cover this guy. Let's not let this guy catch any balls this time.
No, absolutely. Gunny, key to victory versus the Chiefs.
Shit, do exactly what you fucking did last week, and we win the game. You know what I'm saying? That's my key to victory. Go up to the shelf, grab that bottle that you bottled all that stuff up in, pop that top, get your ass back on the field, and keep doing what you were doing last week.
Yep.
Oh,
Seriously, man. I
Put
mean,
another
what else do we
63
want?
up.
yeah.
Put another 63 up on them. Just don't be frightened of Patrick Mahomes, man.
Yeah, he
That's
ain't
we
scary.
get scared of
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes too much. Like we take a lead on him, and it's almost like we know he's coming. Here he comes, and then we kind of freeze up. You know what I mean? We
Yep.
Yep.
didn't freeze up against nobody last week, even though there
Nope.
wasn't anybody to freeze up against. You know,
No,
but
I got to.
do what you did last week. That's the key
Well,
to
I mean,
victory.
and play
That's from
together as a
number
team.
1 through number 3.
Drink that pip juice. Gotcha. hey, hey, there you go,
Exactly.
Val. Hey, it's like you said, total team victory. Total team victory. Hey, all in.
It's going to take 60 minutes from the offense. They
Mm-hmm.
got to play 4 quarters of football. I'm not worried about the defense. Create turnovers and keep doing what you've been doing. But I think the offense is key. 60 minutes. You cannot get it. You get a lead. You got to keep going. Foot on the gas. Got to keep going and do the same stuff that worked, man. Get Aiden in a rhythm. Get Aiden comfortable, and just keep your foot on the gas.
No. I'm with you guys. All right, and my key to victory is this, man. I'm with you guys that one, it has to be a total team victory, and we just got to do what we do. Two, guys, I'm gonna be real with y'all. We gotta say, have an attitude. We gotta go in there and say, "F your team." We gonna do what we gonna do, and we gonna handle our business, and that's what we gonna do. At the end of the day, guys, if we don't go in there and try to handle our business and try to do the right thing, like Gunny said, and try to have the same attitude, the same energy, then guys, we're just not gonna make it happen. But we got to have that same energy, that same thought process. Every little single thing that we did last week, we got to bring that juice. Okay. And I like what Val said. It has to be a total team victory. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Hey, Val, we'll catch you later, girl. You have to step out. We'll see ya. All right,
Bye.
guys. See ya.
Good night, Val.
Let's move. Good night. All right, guys. Hey, now we're going to go to our pick'em challenge, the last part of the show. Give me a second here.
How'd you guys do last week?
Shoot. Some of us
I
were
didn't
I
killing
miss
was
that.
I was 12-4.
12 and
Ooh,
4.
dang.
Woo!
Ooh, I got myself a competition over here, huh?
Yeah,
Man,
yes, sir.
I almost picked the Panthers, and I said, fuck, give me the Falcons. Should have went with my gut.
Hey,
Damn it.
all right. Yo, Matty B, I got Saints Rams. Who do you got?
Give me the Rams on that one.
Gunny.
In LA or in New Orleans?
In
In
LA.
LA.
In LA. Gunny, who do you got?
I'm gonna take the Rams, bro. In LA,
Got the Rams. Got you.
seems like a perfect place for Derek Carr to choke.
It's been happening quite a bit lately. Yo, all in. Who do you got?
Man, that's a more interesting game. I think thinking about it now, man, you got both teams fighting. One fighting for a division, one fighting for a wild card.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go different. I'll go Saints.
Wow.
Okay.
He's going to take DC. Let's go.
I think
All
that
right.
defense is better in New Orleans than it is in LA.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I agree. All right, guys. I got Bengals Steelers. Let's start with Gunny.
I'm gonna take the Steelers at home. No surprise there.
All in?
Man, Rudolph got the nod, right?
Yes. Yep.
Man, I like what that kid Jake Browning is doing, man. Give me Bengals.
Okay. Matty B.
Man, I'm with all in on this one, man. I'm liking what that quarterback's doing. I don't see this. The Steelers is looking like some hot garbage right now. So give me
Hey, key
Cincinnati.
loss. Hey, I like it. I like it. Key loss, and the Raiders gain a playoff
That's why
position.
you pick them.
Yep. Let's
Because
go.
whatever you think is about to happen always goes the opposite.
Oh, damn.
And we need. I mean, that we need both of those teams to lose. So
At least two games. At least two games, both of
right,
them.
and the Steelers lost last week, so that would
Mm-hmm.
Bengals winning would help us there.
There
Yep.
you go. Well, let's put the Bengals in. Fucking straight scud missile for the Bills Bengals game. Or Steelers Bengals.
Dude, all of a sudden, a rash of injuries hit the Steelers. All right. Hey, I got Bills Chargers. Let's start all in.
Oh, Bills all day. They're rolling.
Matty B. I don't even know I'm asking.
Bro, I'm gonna go Buffalo. Oh yeah. Not even,
All
yeah,
right.
I'm going Buffalo. I was gonna say that I think Chargers may come out with a new head coach and everything, but fuck the Chargers.
Oh man, I was about to say the same thing, Matty. But fuck the Chargers, bro. You know how I say fuck the Chargers.
Yes,
Bills
sir.
all day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised though if they came out with some heat, man.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I'm in
100%.
this. Yep.
But
All
I
right.
think the Bills, man, the Bills
They're
are rolling
just
right
the
now.
Bills are gonna crush them, dude. It don't matter.
Yeah.
They ain't coming out
Hey,
with that
that's
much
gonna
heat.
be for the Bills.
Yeah,
Yep.
they ain't even got Justin Herbert, so they ain't got nothing to play for.
Yeah, LA's playing in LA, so you know that's gonna be a home. The Bills fans will be there.
Oh yeah, that's a home game for the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
That's a home game for anybody besides the Chargers.
Yeah. Facts.
Bad
Hey,
shit, man.
Gutty, so you got the Bills too?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills too.
Okay. Hey, so I got Commanders, Jets. Hey, let's go with Matty B.
Ooh, Commanders, Jets. That's a garbage game. Damn.
Where's that
Give me the
game at?
fuck.
Jets.
It's in New York. Give me the Jets.
Gunny?
I'll take the Commanders, bro, just because Matt took the fucking Jets.
Oh,
Really,
you can't go with the same one as me, huh?
that's my only logic in this game. Like
All
nobody
in?
cares who wins.
Yeah, give me the Jets, man. I think they get it done.
All right. Yo, now I got Lions, Vikings at the Viking Stadium. Let's start with Gunny.
That's gonna be a game.
The Lions
Yes,
haven't
sir.
looked so good as of late, huh?
No, bro. They do not look
I
good.
think they'll get it back together this week against the Vikings. Give me the Lions.
All right. All in?
Yeah, I think the Lions get it back going. They want to win that division for the first time in 30 years, and they got to win this game to do it.
Yes, sir. Matty B.
Man, Allen hit everything I was just getting ready to say. They got something to fight for.
Lions.
First time in like 100 years for these guys.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. I got Browns, Texans. All in? Who do you got?
Man, that's another one. We need both
Yeah, we
them
need
teams
both
to
of them.
lose, and they
Yeah.
both won last week. Man, I think that Browns defense is better though. Give me the Browns.
All right. Matty B.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite of all in there and go Houston. I know the defense is better, but I'm tired of picking the same team as Allen.
So Gunny's going to Browns too.
No, I'm gonna take the Texans, and here's why.
Oh,
Browns already got 9. They're already 9 games in. They've won 9. Texans, well, no. You know what? Let me flip it. Well, fuck. I don't want either one of them to win.
Oh, is CJ Stroud playing, or is he still
Oh,
in
CJ
concussion
Stroud
protocol?
he's still in concussion protocol.
He's still in
right
concussion protocol. You know what? I'm gonna take the Browns, because fuck it. If the Browns win, they win. But the Texans need to lose. right? Somebody's got to win this game. If the Browns win 10, they're going to have a better record than us no matter what.
Yep. True that.
And if the Texans lose, then they're 8-7. I'll take the Browns. Fuck it. We gotta give one up. I'm gonna just give up the Browns.
All right, got you. All right, guys. Now we got Packers, Panthers. Hey, let's start with Matty B.
Packers, Panthers. Yeah, give me the Packers.
Packers, gotcha.
Yeah, I'll take Green Bay.
Gunny?
Toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Toilet bowl.
Can't even
Toilet
believe
bowl
anybody would want to watch that game.
Shit. Oh man. I guess I'll take the Packers based on nothing really other than the Panthers are worse. Yeah, I'll take the Packers.
Hey, where's that game at? Is there actually going to be fans in the stadium?
It's in Carolina.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they'll be Packer fans. They travel pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, they'll be Packers
Man,
fans there.
Carolina's going to have to do like the Sacramento Kings used to do, man. Head down to Carl's Jr., get you a Western Bacon cheeseburger, and get a free Sacramento Kings ticket.
Dad would do like the Chargers do and duplicate their
Right.
duplicate one chick.
Hey, that was legit though. Back in the day, like the '90s, you roll up to Carl's Jr. man, get you a fucking burger and a Kings ticket.
No
Yep.
shit.
Hey, yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
remember that back in the
That's
day.
back in the day. Get a discount if you hit
Yeah.
like certain numbers. Oh man, that was those best
Yeah,
times.
that shit. You're getting Kings tickets for a Whopper, man.
Yeah.
There's a problem. There's a big problem.
Yeah.
They were terrible. Hey, no, Packers.
Packers. All right, man. Hey, so let's go Seahawks Titans, and let's start with all in.
Yeah, Seahawks.
Matty B.
Yeah, give me Seattle.
Gunny.
I've been picking the Titans quite a bit lately, and they haven't. I don't think they've come through once. So give me Seattle.
Man, Seattle in a clean sweep. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
off that bandwagon, bro.
I was with that with Pittsburgh.
This will probably be the best time for you guys to pick the Titans because I'm off them now.
They're probably gonna win.
So they'll probably win next week. It's almost I take that to the bank.
Yes, he said, take that to the bank. Got to go to Vegas right now. Put money on me. Hey, Colts, Falcons. Let's start with Gunny.
I'm gonna take the Colts. Even though it's in Atlanta, I'll take the Colts.
Matt.
Yeah, give me the Colts on that one.
All in.
Man, we really need the Colts to lose this game.
Yeah.
But
Are they really in there? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Colts are in
Colts
there.
We
beat
need
them
like
good.
five. We need like 5 teams to lose like 6 games.
6, I believe. There's 6 teams there.
Yeah.
I picked the Falcons the last 2 weeks and they fucking lost. So, shit. Give me the Colts.
Hey, Colts in a clean sweep, and for all those
Hey,
Colts
I'm gonna
fans
flip.
out
I'm gonna
there-
go Falcons.
Oh,
And maybe me picking against the Falcons,
Yep.
they'll lose.
That's why I'm doing it. I'm putting the juju on it. Hopefully the Colts will lose the game.
all right,
Hey,
we got to flip.
Colts lose this week. Colts lose next fucking week.
There's their 2.
There's their
Boom,
two.
we're in there.
The
Yeah,
Broncos
okay.
already lost, so when we beat them at the end of the year, there's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, that's all we need. That's all we need. All right, fellas.
That's it,
Steelers
dude.
about to take an L. I mean, we could get this help.
It could happen.
Make it happen.
sure.
We got 4%. Let's go. Hey.
We've seen worse
Jaguars-
odds.
It is,
Yeah.
you ain't lying. Jaguars,
2021.
Bucks. I got Jaguars,
Ooh.
Bucks. Matty B. Let's go.
Jaguars, Bucks. Ooh,
That might
give
be
me,
a good game.
Give me Jacksonville. I think. Trevor Lawrence is pissed off from last week.
Oh, you ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. Hey, all in. Who do you got?
Man, give me the Bucks. They're fighting for a division.
Go.
No, I don't think he got it.
You got the split right now, Gunny.
I really don't like the Jags, man. To be honest, I don't know what it is about them. I don't fucking like them.
Can't trust them.
I can't trust them. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the Bucks because I don't like them. I don't know why.
Gotcha.
I don't like Trevor Lawrence's face. I don't like their running back.
Damn.
I don't know what it is.
Is your
Don't
real
like
beef
them.
with Clemson?
sound like me at the Cowboys, man. Fuck, dude. Like, tell me how you really feel.
I don't know. Because
Right.
one of my boys, the Jags fans, been talking shit all year, so maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like, y'all
gotta
ain't
be.
that good, bro.
Hey, when
Relax.
Gunny sees a Jags fan, this is what he hits him with, bro.
Hell yeah. I hit everybody with that.
Is that you?
No, it's Joe. Shit show Joe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
that's old shit show Joe, man.
shit show Joe.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever met him, Gunny?
No, I haven't.
The legend.
I never have.
Legend.
Solid dude.
Dude's
That's my
awesome.
dude.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to meet him, man.
Yeah.
Hey, be ready for a good time, brother.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's
Oh yeah.
preaching to the choir.
All right, fellas, let's go. Cowboys, Dolphins. Hey, let's go, Gunny.
Ooh, nice game.
What do you got? Who do you got, Gunny?
Dolphins at home. It's time for the Cowboys to lose a game, man.
It just did.
Did they? Never mind. Cowboys.
They got smoked by Buffalo.
Yep.
Did they? Oh, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys in. I thought they won last week.
Matty B.
Yo, hey, hit that one-liner from Joe again. Cause Miami. Fucking hate the Cowboys, bud. Miami all day.
I'm right.
All in.
Yep. Give me Miami too. I hope they fucking boat race fucking
Yes.
Dallas.
Yep.
All right. Hey, now we got Cardinals, Bears. Let's go all in.
Ooh,
God.
that's a real toilet bowl game of the year.
That's the old prime time right there. Ain't nobody care.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you really gotta pick this game? That's fucked. Bears.
Matty B.
This is the tankathon, right
Hey,
here.
in the game, who wants to get traded more? Is it Kyler Murray or Justin Fields?
Well, if Chicago loses, they probably move up a little bit, which means they got a better pick. So it'd be like 1-4
Oh, geez.
I
instead
think
of
they're
1-5.
already
Yeah, they're already won because of Carolina. But if they lose these next couple games, man, they could be like 1-2. These guys could
Top
be
two
like,
draft.
Yeah, well, you got Arizona
like
ahead of them
top 2
too.
draft
So
picks.
that's
Yeah,
the other
Arizona's-
thing too. Who wants
Man,
that higher pick?
I think Arizona comes out with that one. I got Arizona.
All right. Hey, Gunny, did you already choose this one?
No, I haven't because I'm just staring at it. Fuck, man, that's a tough one. You know what, man? Just because I know a lot of people in Arizona, let me just go ahead and take the Cardinals.
All right.
On their behalf.
Got you. All
There
right.
you go.
Patriots, Broncos. Matty B.
Not the fucking Broncos.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna say not the Broncos.
Not the fucking Broncos.
Raiders, bitch.
Hell yeah, yeah. New England, man. New England could help us out this weekend. They could knock Denver out for us right here.
Yeah, it would be badass. See ya.
So,
Yeah.
So what are you, Matty B? Patriots?
Oh yeah. Not the Broncos.
Gunny?
Not the Broncos.
Fuck the Broncos.
Absolutely.
All right, Patriots in a clean sweep. And to all those Patriots fans out there,
eat a dick.
Fuck your team.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's go, Zappy.
Yeah.
We got Raiders, Chiefs. Matty B.
Oh man, give me the Vegas Raiders, baby.
Gutty.
Raiders.
All in.
Is this even a question, man?
All the want for Christmas is a Raiders
all day,
win.
baby.
Oh, it's a 10 a.m. game on Christmas morning.
Oh yes.
Noon
wake
for
up.
us here in Tejas.
Hey,
A little bit later, but
I'm gonna wake up to a Merry Christmas, bro. Yes, sir. 11 a.m. right here. It says.
That's perfect, dude.
Yes, sir. You gotta
Get a
start
couple
up
Bloody Marys deep by then.
There you go.
Yep. I already.
That
Yep.
pause.
I'll probably already be done with lunch. Drinking some
Hey,
beer.
we got Giants, Eagles. Matty B.
Ooh, give me the Eagles. They're gonna come back from last week.
Gunny.
Yeah, I'm with Matt on this one.
All in.
Yeah, Eagles.
Eagles soar, fly in New York City, baby.
They
Let's
can't
go.
lose, man. If Dallas loses, then they can win. They're playing for a division right now. They don't want that fifth seed.
Are there any
All
Eagles in New York, or are they just pigeons?
Pretty sure.
right. Pigeon City, baby.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
those
Pretty
pigeons look like eagles.
disgusting
That's
ass
what's
pigeons.
happening. They just look like eagles. Well, they are plump. They are just big. They just come down there and scoop you up. Hey, so last game, guys, we got Ravens Niners. Let's go with all in. Thoughts?
That's a game right there, man.
Yes, sir.
That's a potential Super Bowl matchup. Man, I think the Niners are due for an L. Give me the Ravens.
All
I think
right.
the Niners are the best team in the league right now, but I think they're due.
Matty B.
Man, I want to say the Niners, but I'm going with the Ravens on this, and the only reason is I think the Ravens offense exposes the Niners defense in this game.
Really one of the best offenses they're going to see.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
exactly. And I think their offense is just fast, man. I think they're better than Miami's offense. Honestly, I think they're just like Miami's offense is fucking fast, but I think Baltimore's got a pretty quick offense as well.
I honestly think it's going to be opposite what everybody expects. I think everybody's going to expect a fucking defensive game, and I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, like 38-35.
Oh, it's
Okay.
going to be a high scoring game.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. Gunny.
I'm not picking against the Niners anymore, man. The only way that I'd pick against them if they were playing the Raiders, and that shit ain't happening this week. So, I'm not picking against the Niners. Take the Niners.
All right. So you got the Niners. Yo, guys, we got to that part of the show. Guys, we got down to the end so that, hey, guys, please click like, click subscribe, hit that auto download button so that way you guys can help us out on this podcast. We're trying to get out there, trying to give you guys the best information out there. And hey, from the Silver and Black Radio Podcast family, guys, it's all about one nation, one team. It's all Raiders!
Raiders!
Let's go!
Hey, y'all, Merry Christmas.